important for a woman to clean, because when are you teaching your children how to clean properly?
We're not saying it's not important. We're not saying it's not important. See, now you guys are moving the goalposts. You're moving the goalposts. I did not say.
You gotta stop moving the goalposts, all right? Just leave it where it is. Every time you shift it, this happens.
I never said a woman should not clean. I said he is a good man because he goes the extra mile to spend extra money to make sure that his woman can be pampered. That's what I said. I never said a woman shouldn't clean her house. So don't come for me. Stop motherfucking playing with me. Stop putting words in my motherfucking mouth. Stop putting words in my mouth. That's not what the fuck I said.
Hold on. Period.
Hold on. I got you.
I'm not here to act intelligent. I'm here to tell you what the fuck it is.
Lord have mercy. I might just stay single. I don't know if I'm gonna get married. I'm happy being alone. I think I'm done. I can't see me. I ain't putting up with all this.
The first video, okay?
Okay.
Status of love right now.
Thank you. You know, see the two fingers touching. I'm just, I'm just living.
Okay, just living life.
Yeah,
experiences.
Just having fun.
Do you have a list of things you look for?
First of all, he gotta have a coin. Thank you. A provider. I need someone that's, God fearing, that's religion, that believe in God. Someone that leads.
Okay. What is the minimum net worth that he has to have?
I want like a man that at least got like $100 million.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. At least, okay. We just crossed off a lot of people off that list. There's a lot of contenders that just walked the other way. Your DMs will now be flooded with 10 people, I think.
That's good.
That's good.
Narrow them down, God. Yeah. Thank you.
Standards 2020.
So that's the first question to my sisters. Okay. Does how much money a man have matter? And if it does, how much does a man have to have in order for you to entertain him? So you can we'll start with Savage and we'll come all the way around.
Okay. And you guys can hear me, I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. I can hear you.
I'm okay with in between like 65 to 85K thousand, like 65 to 85K. I'm cool with that.
Okay. My God. So 65 to 85K. If you meet a guy, the love of the man of your dreams, if he got less than 65K, you gonna skip past him?
I'm gonna talk to him about a plan. I don't believe a man stays where he's at. I think a man with a plan has a starting point, and can move forward as long as you have ambition and you're working on a plan. I think that's potential. Potential is something that should be considered.
Okay, so he has to always be growing.
Absolutely.
He can't stay complacent
At all.
Okay, I'm gonna come back to you. How about you, my sister, Ari? Does how much money a man have matter, and how much is it if it does? Good ladies, boy, y'all don't like boy. Are you on me? Hold on. You might be. I think you might. Hold on. Let me see something. Your mic ain't. I don't know if your mic is on. See if it's on. Try something else. Plug it back in because it was working just a while ago. Okay. Now I think it might be good. Now unmute. Now you perfect. You perfect. Okay. Does how much a man makes matter? And if it does, how much?
Whose turn?
It's not your turn. It's Ari's turn right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and say yeah.
Okay.
And you said how much?
Mm-hmm.
I would say I would like him to make anywhere from 250 to 300K a year.
He has to make at least from 250,000 to how much again?
To 300K.
Okay, good gracious, 250 to 300K. Okay, Good Lord.
What's the matter, Ali? I mean, he knocked you out the box. Come on, man.
Okay, Moonlight. How about you, Moonlight?
Oh man. Well, again, I'm a little different breed up here. Like I introduced myself before, or it was told I am divorced person of the 16-year-old that I'm raising. I haven't really gotten back into any dating situation just yet, but
Mm-hmm.
from my maturity and for where I've been, it never was a certain amount for me, but it was the hustle that you had. So you have to be making something, and it should be more than what I'm doing, more than what I'm making. So, if I'm at, what I'm saying, 78, then you should be a little bit more than that, in my opinion.
So what if you make $1 million? He has to make $1,001 in order to be with you?
Wow, 1 million? Wow, thank you for that. Sheesh. Well, I'll think about it. I'll look at the circumstance. You know what I'm saying? I'll look at the circumstance.
So let me ask y'all this. If do you think a man is going to require you to make a certain amount of money to be with him?
No.
I haven't heard that. Let me turn on it.
No.
I
So
mean, there are some, but
it's a minority. Do you think most men would require that from you?
No.
Sure.
No.
Now,
I feel like it's 50-50.
but do you believe that if he asks something from you, that he should be able to have that as well too? Because what's funny is Moonlight says she needs a man to make equal or higher to him, right?
Yeah.
So,
Make something.
okay,
Yeah.
so Savage, you make over $65,000 or $80,000 a year?
No, I was just putting in the mind of potential. So let's say in my head, hear me out. This is what I picture. I'm just being realistic in my head. In my head, I could picture a man making like, okay, let's say he make like 30 to 45K, right, from his main job. I would picture a man that has a dream or a plan or a vision that he would have some type of side hustle to support that. You know what I'm saying? So if you're into art, I would imagine you would be doing art on the side to sell that. Or if you're into media, I would imagine you would start getting into your music and selling that on the side. I'm leaving room for adding to that. So if you could just have the base of at least like 45K, you know what I'm saying? As long as you're looking to add to that, then there's room for growth. You don't have to start off with 65K. You don't have to start off with 85K. But as long as you have the vision or the plan to get there someday, I will support you. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind working a job to support the bigger picture.
A review, you make $250,000, $300,000 a year?
I don't make that every year, but I have close to that now. I don't make it every year, but I mean, I have close to that now.
Okay, but why do you need him to make $250,000 a year?
Because I personally feel like you should want the best for yourself. And so I'm kind of being realistic. I mean, I want a man who can provide more. That's not to say if I meet a man who I like and he's not making that, that's not to say that I wouldn't date him. But if I could just, wish upon a star, I would want him to make, that amount of money. So
yeah, but is he gonna have to be spending that money on you, or is that his money? Like, is that his money or y'all money or your money? Because a lot of times what I notice that my money is your money, but your money is your money. So like if he's making $250,000 a year, is that his money or is that your money?
So me personally, I come from a 2-parent household. And I'm also African American, so it's also a part of my heritage, my tradition that a man provides.
I couldn't
tell. However, there's been times where if my dad wasn't doing as well, my mom would pitch in. So it's you're a team. It's not like you can't split it down the middle. You become one when you come into that relationship. So I feel like in the beginning, I would want you to be stable, but if there's ever any ups and downs, I would definitely be there for him and.
Okay, so if he lost everything, you'll hold him down.
Absolutely.
Permanently.
Yeah.
Okay, he wouldn't have to.
My parents are still married, so.
So you went from him having to have $250,000 to saying that you would take care of him if he had nothing.
I'm saying that if we got together and he was stable, and then later down the line he lost it all, I wouldn't leave him. That's what I'm saying. But
would he have to would he have to get that job back or get a job back, or you allow him to stay home?
Yeah, I'm a very resourceful person. I'm good at finding things. I find jobs very easy. So yeah, I would help him, encourage him, support him. Just be supportive. If he got it once, he'll get it again.
Okay, so let me ask you this: what makes it? Because this is why we discussing if this is what if women actually want love. What makes it when a man does bring that to the table, where a lot of times he still doesn't get the cooperation of the women he wants to be with, the woman's demands goes even higher. So even if he meets you where you want him to meet you, you still go, I need him to grow some more. He needs to grow even more. He needs to be more ambitious. What happens with a lot of sisters where a lot of times they get the man that they want and they end up asking for even more when they get that guy as well too, and a lot of times they can grow some type of resentment for that man meeting that as well too, and they'll feel insecure about themselves. So what happens when you do get the guy to do what you want, and a lot of times the sisters may still be unhappy? What happens with that?
Who, me?
Oh yeah, well with
You want me
Savage,
to
I'll start with Savage. I'll start with Savage.
If you
Why can a man, like we learned, Savage, you can give a woman everything she wants. She worked this whole entire time with this guy. She got the relationship. She got him to finally put a ring on it. She got him to be the man of her dreams, and he worked to what she wanted.
cool.
And now all of a sudden she's not what she wanted, what she actually wanted. Like this ain't the man of her dreams. That's why I played that video earlier.
Yes. Not
Well,
on
hold on, before you go, I'm gonna show y'all a video before y'all go
Okay.
there. Okay.
You got evidence.
And I got evidence.
When dating was, when I was, dating this person, it was beautiful. It was amazing. It was wonderful. There was courting that was, involved. And I was saying how I feel like that's no longer challenges. Sometimes you want to go back. And if I'm being very honest, oh my God, I'm about to cry. The only person that I ever loved in my life was my ex.
Shut the fuck, shut. Did I say no? Oh shit! Say it again. Say something else. Oh, say something else. Say something else, nigga.
DMs here. There are athletes. There are musicians.
Oh my
I'm not
God.
ashamed to say it. I'm in my hoe phase right now. Happiness over everything. Where's your mind?
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga?
Still in my heart, just to think about someone else feels weird. But love is not enough to stay in a relationship.
Lord have mercy. I might just stay single. I don't know if I'm gonna get married. I'm happy being alone. I think I'm done. I can't see me. I ain't putting up with all this.
But when it comes to a woman, you can damn near do everything that she wants and she still ain't happy. It's still not enough, right?
So
But love is not enough.
somebody background, it might be Tina. I'm not sure if that's Tina. But what happens when a man is essentially giving you all the things that you want?
That was me.
That was you on top of the love, and it's still not enough.
So then it comes down to I always say you know a lot about a woman based on what she do in her free time. So if you bring in the food, then she should be turning it into a meal. If you bring in the money, then she should be making it make sense. That means groceries should be attended to, kids' future should be attended to, the kids should have a saving accounts, the kids should have life insurance. That money needs to be put in places where it makes sense. If you out here working, then she should be out here making it grow. A woman that has too much time on her hands to worry about how she feels and what she thinks and what she likes, there's room for her to sit down, the things that he doesn't have the luxury to do. And what happens is you have enabled that woman. So when the woman is enabled and she ain't got her name on nothing around that house and she ain't got enough to do, what she does is find somebody to fill in the void of her emotions, which allows that woman to leave out that door. You didn't hold everything down. You done did everything. So there's not really much for her to do. She's like, you know what? You're not making me happy emotionally because you're too busy providing a legacy for the family. So I'm going to go mess with my work husband. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go leave because I can, because I don't have enough to do. So it all comes down to her. Do you have a productive woman that sees the bigger vision of us and we, or are you dealing with a woman that's all about me and I?
Okay, that's a great answer. How about you, Ari? That's a rare answer I hear from ladies a lot of times. What makes essentially a woman that you give everything unhappy, and it's still not enough? Why is it so many sisters? If you give them what they want, ultimately, as soon as you meet that marker, it's still not enough, and she's still unhappy.
You said what is something that is not enough? Like, can you repeat the question?
No, like whatever you have on your Christmas list, Santa Claus brought all those presents you were asking for, but you still weren't a happy camper. Like what happens to a lot of our sisters where the man can check off everything off your list and a lot of sisters are still demonstrating unhappiness.
I think most men who check off everything on the list usually tend to not have any time for the woman, and that's where I think the issue is. In any like healthy relationship anyway, that's usually the case that I've seen. Like the men who are really good providers and they're really good like fathers and stuff and like partners, and they do everything. The problem usually is there's no time. You guys are not like intimate as much anymore. The chemistry's dying down, and it just causes frustration, you know, sexually frustrated and stuff like that. So I think that's the problem that most women have, even when a man provides everything.
How about you, Moonlight? What be happening? But how about you? What's going on?
Go
What
ahead,
make,
Ollie, you were gonna say.
yeah, if a lot of times, and it may not be y'all sisters, y'all may be the easiest going sisters. Somebody does everything you want, y'all happy, and y'all keep your man. What happens when a lot of men are able to meet a woman's meet the mark, and it's still not enough for her? She still demonstrates unhappiness.
Wow. So he's meeting everything that
Oh.
she wished for. Everything.
Mhm.
Looks, sexual, you know, chemistry's there.
Mhm.
Wow. That's a hard question. If you have everything that you're asking a man to deliver to you, and he does.
Oh, hold on. Before you answer that, so you telling me that the women in today's time, if you give her everything, she'll be happy. She won't be unhappy. Today's women, or the women you come across, I think Savage was tackling it on it earlier. You're telling me that it's possible to give a woman everything she wants and she'll be happy.
Yes. I mean, she's telling you what she wants to make her happy, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You're saying this will contribute to my happiness, and I'm going to deliver to you, you know, the best partnership that I can deliver to you, and vice versa. Then if she's being honest about herself and this list, then why shouldn't she be happy? If she's not happy with the, you know, with what he's delivering based on what she wants, then she lied to herself. That list is not true. And whose fault is that? It's not his fault, it's her fault.
But you don't see that happening in your sisterhood or the women that's around you. You don't see women getting everything they want and they still complain about the guy they have. Like Ari and Savage are talking about how women start complaining when they want these hard-working men, when they're asking for a high-status man. Everything that comes with them, I think what they're trying to demonstrate and address is that they can't handle all the things that comes with that type of guy.
I never said that. I never said that.
No, not you. The women you were speaking on can't handle that type of man. So you want this high earner, you want a reputable man, you want a powerful man, you want a man that's respected in the community. But a lot of sisters, I said in general, not y'all, because it's never the women on the panel. But
exactly.
It's a lot of sisters do not know how to handle the responsibility of dealing with that type of guy, even if he's not that high of an earner. It's just the ability to maintain the man that you claim to love and you claim to want to be with. A lot of times when the sisters get what they want, they find it hard to keep up with the responsibility of being with that man. That's why I asked you, Moonlight. You're telling me you don't know sisters that get what they want. So I'm asking y'all never got a man that gave y'all everything that you wanted? From him?
Yes, I have.
So y'all still with them, right?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Who? Hold on. You're still with them?
Yeah.
How long y'all been together?
It's been like it's been like 5 years now.
Okay, 5 years now. So you with that man?
I mean, yeah.
Hmm?
We're not a traditional relationship.
No. Hold on. Y'all don't have. So I'm not the one to judge. And when it comes to what type of commitment y'all have, you know, I don't know if you.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm gonna hear some. I'm gonna say it.
Say it.
Okay. But don't interrupt me when I do, because I'm gonna say something that's probably real. When I first had a man that was doing everything for me, I didn't know what to do because I didn't know how to do it. And I was too ashamed to say, I don't know what I was doing. I was too ashamed to say, I don't know how to care for you because I'm used to being selfish and thinking about myself first. I was ashamed to say that I needed help and assistance because I felt like it was going to make me be stupid. I learned that everything I didn't want to be, I became because I was too ashamed to be vulnerable. And I had to learn that when I grew up, a woman's greatest strength is vulnerability, and a man's weakness is the vulnerability of being the target. You see, when you become vulnerable and you cry and say that I'm hurt, just say you hurt. If you mad, say you mad. If you ashamed, say you ashamed. Because what you do is you allow that person to help and assist you and teach you so you can be better and move forward. Accountability is the key to being a better woman.
And man, that's your second phenomenal answer. You can go ahead and piggyback off of that. That was a great. You know what's funny about you saying that? That's women don't realize that's their secret weapon is expressing vulnerability, especially with the man that you claim to like or love, and you know he love you and like you back. Is when you're being vulnerable with him, it makes him feel like you need him. He wants to resolve your issues. He wants to be the comforter. He wants to teach you. He wants to help you. So when a woman is expressing, I need you, when a woman expressed that she was hurt, when a woman expresses the fact that she needs your love and kindness or support, like that's a phenomenal answer. Savage, that's 2 for 2. You trying to take over the show.
What was your question though that prompted that answer of a woman having to be accountable? I thought your question was related to if a woman has everything that she needs and is still unhappy. Firstly, your question was, does that exist? Can a woman have everything she needs from a man and still remain unhappy?
Yes.
So the answer there was a woman being accountable for her vulnerability in not knowing how to make a man happy. Is that what I would summarize correctly here?
Well,
So go ahead, Savage.
So if you're getting everything you want, that doesn't mean you know what to do with it. So if I give you all the tools to fix the car, if you're not vulnerable and honest enough to say, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know where to start, then how do you know how to get this accomplished until you answer that? Now you can say, I know how to drive a car and I know about cars, but if you don't know the manual of where to start, how to get and how to finish correctly at that, then you will never succeed.
I feel like people make things more complicated than they actually are. Like, you know, like you don't really need someone to hold your hand in order for you to know what to do with it. Like you just need to sit down, self-reflect, figure out what do I like to do? What would I like to do for a living that doesn't feel like work and work towards that. Like, you know, so it takes time, like, you know, when you're growing.
But you have everything is the question. I mean,
hold on. We moved the goalpost real quick. Moonlight, hold on.
Okay.
Savage was trying to address the fact that there's women that come across men and they don't know how to perform for the man. A lot of times they don't know how to perform for themselves. And Ari was making it seem like it's not that difficult, but a lot of times, why is it that women can be great in their careers, can be great for their friends, can they be great for their children, can perform in church, but they struggle to perform with their man? A lot of times, 2 things that women struggle with is 3 things. If you call out her womanhood, if you call out her woman, her motherhood, and if you actually do try to hold her accountable about the things and her responsibility in the household. So what made it seem like that wasn't a good answer, Ari, that Savage gave? The things that women can be, the insecurities that women have, a lot of times they're afraid to express those things. And the last one I meant to say is the fact that a lot of times women are afraid to ask for help. They'd rather do it by themselves. They'd rather demonstrate that they're strong and independent instead of asking the person for help to be the best version of not only a woman for themselves, but for their man, so they can perform for their man as well too.
Well, I'm not saying her answer wasn't good. I'm not saying that. I was just, you know, adding my little view on it. But basically she was saying like, oh my God, I just went blank.
What you were saying today. When she said it, you said people could just figure it out. It shouldn't be that difficult.
Right. She said that sometimes you might have everything and you might not know what to do with it, and they might not know how to ask for help. And so what I was saying was like, I mean, it's a process. Like, you know, like I feel like people make things more complicated than what it is. And maybe I'm just looking at it like that because I'm also in my villain era, and, you know, I'm a villain era coach and I teach women how to get in their soft era life and just kind of like grow. And so like for me, I feel like when you do the therapy, you got to heal your inner child. You do the therapy, you're writing out everything that you want to do, and you're just tackling it one by one. What else? I mean, how hard is it? I feel like people make things harder than what it is. Fear. People have that fear and like mentally think that they cannot accomplish it. And that's what makes it hard. But realistically, it's not that hard. Write out a list and follow it and just stay true to yourself. So that's
Can
what
I
I'm
say
saying.
it to you?
Of course.
It's hard to be happy with somebody.
So what I have to say to that is, I can't give you what I think you want and what I think you need. I have to know what you want and know what you need. I have to open my mouth and ask, how do you want this done? What do you, I can't assume your wants. I have to ask you. That's not fair to think for the other person. You could do something, but that's not what they want. I'm going to give you this because this is what I believe you want. You would know what somebody wants when you ask them. Prioritize their feelings and their thoughts because they matter. It's not, well, what I think is what you want. That's not fair to them. You never asked or considered me. When you consider someone, you ask them. That means their opinions and their emotions matter to you when it becomes a question.
Right. But you also said that, you know, a woman might have.
Boy, that's 3 for 3.
So that's why I said what I said, because you said a woman might have everything and not know what to do with it. And all I'm trying to say is, well, you might know what to do with it. You might have everything, but you're working towards your main goal. It's the process. You might have everything, but just because you're not showing, you know, the results that people want to see instantly, that doesn't mean you're not a work in progress. A lot of people want instant gratification, and that's all I'm trying to say.
I have. Go ahead.
All of this, I, me. I can figure this out. All you got to do, no. All this, you. A partnership is a consideration. What can we come up with? What do we want? I came up with my half. Let me ask you about your half so we can come together with common ground. So this could be about us.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. I believe in partnership, communication. I'm very big on communication. I feel like it's very important, not just for relationships, but in life. You need to know how to communicate. So I'm definitely with you on that one.
How you gonna say you all about communication, but you literally said you'll figure it out?
No, that's not what I said. I said you're making it seem like it's hard because you said that some women might have everything but still not know what to do with it. And what I said is it's not that hard. Write out a list. You can do things with your partner, but you still have to be independent enough to get up every day and make it happen. No one can hold your hand and make it happen for you. Yes, you can talk to your partner about it, but it still takes you to do it. You yourself have to do the work. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's not that hard.
We're talking about keeping a good man or being able to do the things that provide for what y'all need. I'm hearing all this about what you could do and write the list. Where that list come from if y'all didn't both come up with it together?
I'm speaking to a specific part of what you said. I'm not speaking to the whole discussion here. I'm speaking to a specific part of what you said. So we can move on from that and get back to the main discussion because.
But this is still about the main discussion.
Yeah.
The main discussion is the main.
I mean, I don't know what else you want me to say. I already said what I said. So
don't get defensive. This is just,
I'm not getting defensive. It's getting repetitive. It's getting repetitive, and like we're saying the same thing. I don't understand what you're not getting. What part are you not understanding?
No, hold on, y'all.
Let
me moderate a little bit. Let me moderate because you said it shouldn't be that hard, but then you said the individual is a work in progress. But what Savage is saying, a lot of times the help that people need, all they need to do is ask the person. Most women want people to be mind readers, but then they want to do for men what they think the man should need instead of doing what the man is asking. So at one point, you're not communicating to your man actually what you need. But in another way, you're not doing what your man is asking. You're doing what you think your man wants from you, and you expect him to be happy. So he can't make you happy. You can't make him happy because you're asking for communication, but you're not actually communicating. Either one, you're not telling him what you need, and you're not trying to ask him what he needs as well too. So then the relationship typically ends up messed up, not because the man wants to leave, but because the woman's already self-sabotaging because she's not asking for help and assistance to learn how to meet her man's needs and to make sure to ensure that her man meets her needs. That's what Savage is trying to say.
I get that, and I agree with that.
Let me just land. It makes you sound like that. Hey, it shouldn't be that hard. She should figure it out for herself. Just let it get.
I never said she should figure it out for herself. I never said that. And that's what I'm saying. I'm going to repeat this one more time since people in this chat just don't get it. She said a lot of women may have everything. A man might be giving her everything, but she still can't do nothing with it. I said, well, it's not that hard and it takes time to grow. A man might be giving a woman everything, but she has to do the inner work to still get the job done at the end of the day. Me and you, we can be partners. We can talk about a goal all day, but if you don't put in the work to get it done, it's not going to get done. And that's all I'm saying. That's why I said I'm only speaking to a specific part of what she said, because it's a progress. If you're starting something new on whatever new project you're doing in life, it takes time. Even me personally, there's so many things I want to do, but if you want to do it done right, you have to take your time, learn about what you're doing first, understand the main scope of what you're doing, and then you do it yourself, and then you keep growing. So that's all I'm saying. You might not see instant results. That's why I said, when she said, well, a lot of women might have everything but not do nothing with it. I'm saying instant gratification is not everything. Sometimes it takes time to grow. It might take a year. It might take 2 years when you're changing your life. So chill. That's all I was trying to say. So,
but it sounds like it's about you, not the person. That's why she asked it. That's why she said I. You were talking about healing your inner child. You were talking about doing
because
therapy.
I'm saying because I am a villain era coach, and I also teach women how to enter their soft life era. And so I'm saying because I want to make it relatable. I'm putting myself in that situation, and I'm speaking to you all. So I mean, I don't know how else you guys want me to speak, or how you want me to give examples.
And then you can get up in it. Hey y'all, we got 220 people in the building. Please like and subscribe. I'm gonna read the super chats in a few. Make sure you hit the share button at the bottom of the screen. Please go follow Savage. Please go follow my sister Review. Please go follow Moonlight. I meant to put Moonlight. Don't follow the guy that just got on the panel, man. Something wrong with him. But you know, he just Moonlight, I'll add your at the bottom of the screen, and my brother Mont, I'll add you too, my brother. I got you. Don't worry about it. But go ahead, my sister. Go ahead, my sister.
Yeah, the ladies are talking. Savage is talking about accountability from women, and really looking at the woman as the leader in the accountability department, based on what I'm seeing or hearing. And I forgot her name. My apologies. What you're saying is that it's growth. A relationship is growth. It's not automatic. The woman has to put in time to nurture herself to become that person, I believe, that the man wants and needs for his progress. It's 43% divorce rate out here right now. Last I checked, last we discussed, last time I was here, I think someone gave us that statistic. 43% divorce rate, damn near 50%, which means that I think that both men and women need to come to a medium place to take accountability if they want to make this relationship thing work. We all don't come into relationships perfect, or sometimes very much healed, in my initial conversation, maybe the upbringing that you have has turned you, a little tainted about certain things. You have to get to know each other. Folks, you just mentioned things can't be so quick. Like, you go into McDonald's and you want a Happy Meal. That's not what relationships is. It's not a Happy Meal. It's not instant gratification. It's going to take some time from both people to want it, to be accountable for their own part in making it work.
So tell me, when does a man get that? Savage, go ahead. Well, let Mont get in real quick. I just wanted to respond to that because I hear a lot of therapeutic talking. I hear a lot of mental health. I hear a lot of that inner work. I hear a lot of grace and understanding, and it sounds like it's for both of us, but it's not typically for both of us, because ain't no woman about to sit around here waiting for when the man is going to be healed and stop being broken to pay some bills and protect his woman. There's not a lot of understanding and grace when it comes to a man showing up either complete or being this ambitious person that y'all talking about when it comes to money. But when it comes to him being a man, women typically expect a put together man. At least he might not have all the money in the world first, but there's no grace and understanding about what he's not bringing to the table. Most sisters ain't asking about his inner work, his inner peace, and him going to therapy, or what work he needs to do in order to perform for you. And a lot of times when the sisters don't get their needs met, the clock is ticking, and she'll be justified for leaving them as well too. Just like I showed you the video with Tia Mowry. She had the complete guy, and she ended up miserable and divorced him and claimed that she graduated from him. Now she wants love again. So that's why I'm asking, Why is it every time the women have everything that they want? Why isn't it what Savage is saying, and what his sisters are communicating? Hey, I'm hurting. I need you. What do I need to make you happy? And and ask from the man, what do you need to be happy as well too? And if you need to do work, then you should do it together instead of going out in your own separate way. And it ends up being projected off to the guy, and it makes the men feel inadequate. But
Shouldn't be
my
any
brother,
protection. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
it shouldn't be. I agree with you. But these relationships are ending because of the projection, where the man becomes the victim. Excuse me, the man becomes the enemy. So the man may have his things kind of together, and he's trying to support the woman and help her, but he starts making the woman feel uncomfortable because she doesn't have it all together, and she projects onto him when she feels bad about not having it all together. Go ahead, my brother.
What up? You know, I heard something earlier. I heard something earlier that I wanted to, kind of speak on, but
of course.
You're at a different place now in the conversation. It was about the financial thing again. When it comes to like a woman having an ideal of what she wants her man to make, like I think you discount it every time of like, oh, if you have an idea what you want your man to make, then you're not here for love. And I think I don't think that's fair at all.
Why is that? So how much should a woman, and it better not be subjective. How much should it better not be subjective?
Welcome to the show.
It should be objective. We should not say monolith, because that's why all these relationships keep failing.
Sorry.
The men are typically monoliths. What they want from sisters is probably 3 checklists, and most of the time, if you check that off, you happy. But for some reason, we allow the brothers to do it as well too. The women will have the checklist that goes up to the universe, up next to God, that they say they pray to. But a lot of times, when they get those things, they're still not happy. So, how much should a woman, and being concrete, expect from a man, since you said it's warranted, that demonstrates his ability to love her and take care of her? How much should he ask for from a woman? Excuse me, how much should a woman ask a man to have at least?
It's it's individual to each woman.
And I knew you were gonna see what I'm talking about.
You're not allowed.
Y'all see what I'm talking about?
You're not allowed to only accept your own answers. That's not how conversation.
That's fine, but if that's the case, make sure you address the fact and accept that she's the leader. If it's not based about the woman becoming what the man needs and it's what the woman needs, then we have to address in our community and even in the West that the woman leads the relationship, because the man has to accommodate what the woman is asking for instead of woman being what the man needs. Go ahead, Quinn. And then Quinn, I want you to get in right after mine.
Yeah, I completely disagree with that. So for example, right, my woman is with me now. Let's say me and my woman were split, right? It's very likely that she'll be used to a certain lifestyle. She'll be looking for a man to some degree to be similar, in what he can provide for her, right? Now, this is the thing too, right? I bet I can ask all the women on the panel a question. They'll probably have the same answer. Reviews about heartbreak, right?
Yeah.
What did you say about how much does a man have to make for you? Roughly.
I just said 250 to 300 a year.
Okay. And this is my question. Do you think that if a man didn't make that much money, that you could still fall in love with him?
Yes, and I also said that.
Okay. How about you, Savage?
Are you responsible for that noise, anyway?
I'm sorry?
Am I the only one to hear it?
No, I didn't hear. Did you say something? Y'all hear that noise?
Nah, you on God mode. That's why you've been. That's God. That's God speak. That's God speaking to you. That's why you've been having such phenomenal answers. That's God. He ain't talking to us. He just talking to you.
Okay, now is she the only one with phenomenal answers? It seems like you're the favorite.
You know what I'm saying?
Favorites.
This the first time she been on the show. She never y'all everybody on the show see from Moonlight. This the first time she
working for her.
She the first time she been on here.
Okay, now.
All right, now.
I had some phenomenal answers too. So
more phenomenal answer. If you go ahead. Mon, go. Okay, so Mon was asking. Hey, Savage, you might. Savage, do you still hear it? Hold on, Savage. Do you still hear it? Just refresh real fast.
Yeah.
Just refresh real fast. Just refresh real quick.
Because it happens to me a lot. That's why I've been jumping up and down off this panel. I don't know what's up. It must
Hey,
be
Quinn. Hey, so Savage is Mont is asking y'all a question. I don't want to take away from him cooking because you know he be cooking.
You have another young lady up here that may have a phenomenal answer.
Yes, but Mont was asking some questions.
Oh, Quinn. Quinn, if you you too, Moonlight. Well, Moonlight, you probably don't really care about the question, but Quinn, how much does a man need to make? How much would you ideally want a man to make to be with you?
I feel like that's such a hard question for me, but at least 6 figures.
Okay, now if a man didn't make 6 figures, do you think you have the ability to fall in love with him?
Absolutely.
Okay. Savage, you back. How much roughly would you want a man to make to be with him?
Like I said, he can have a starting base of 30K. I said he could make 65 to 80K, 80K. That's fine. But would that determine whether I love him? No, but I wouldn't want to be with someone who's irresponsible either. So,
so you said your answer was
if you
65K.
Now, what? Y'all, hey, watch this real quick. Hey, Mont, did you have to bring any of that to get the cooperation and the most from the women you dealt with?
No.
Got your ass.
Okay.
Wait, did you say he said he have to do what?
Exact point. That's my exact point, right?
Every time.
That's my exact point. So I'm asking you guys if a man
is it because they wanted money from you or they wanted you?
He gonna cut me off. He
No, I'm asking you not because you wanted to ask. It's my turn to ask questions now. Now is it?
Damn.
No, I'm asking you though. Is it because they wanted money or is it because they wanted you?
They wanted me.
Thank you.
Well, Mont be cooking, boy. That boy be out here cooking, boy.
We love a black king. We love a black king.
The black king's out here.
Black king right there. Respect that man.
That's right.
He want to throw a fork in what I'm trying to do. That's what he like to stop.
Nah, that's that.
Nigga, my nigga.
But go ahead, Mont. Go ahead.
But that was my point, right? My point is that just because a woman says that, you know what, this is what I want to filter through men, because we all need to have filters because that helps us get what we really think what we ideally want, right? Just because they add filters does not mean that they can't possibly value a man or fall in love with a man who has less, right? For example, I can say, yo, I'm never really I don't want a girl with kids and I don't plan on dating a girl with kids, right? But I can wholeheartedly admit I can fall in love with a girl that has children. And if I do fall in love with a girl that has children, I'll have to accept her children and I'll have to accept them into my life. But I might be like, you know what? My filter says I don't want a woman with children, right? So just because a woman is saying I ideally want a man with this doesn't mean I don't want love. And I think
Thank you. Oh, sorry. I just felt it in my soul, like.
Hey, boy, they be knowing them, boy.
Thank you for that.
They be knowing them.
He didn't get no damn drops on that one. He don't get no drops.
That was phenomenal, by the way. That was phenomenal. Well done. Can we do the sound effect?
No, do you want a sound effect? Okay.
Yeah.
Are you close to your father? Not really. Does he even return your call? How?
You know how you know, like you get Ali when he just be like, damn. He just be like,
we gotta get you some sound effects so you can get me back, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some sound effects.
So he's saying that, although a woman wants, has this wish list, that wish list can be compromised for love. That wish list can be compromised for love.
Tell him, Moonlight. Tell him. Tell him when she really like that guy, she break all her rules for that guy, don't she?
Exactly.
She ain't got no principles. All them principles go out the door because a lot of times when women present these so-called expectations and standards, it's to justify why they're single. So it sounds believable. So if I said Moonlight, Savage, and Airy, I'm not getting no woman unless she a 10. I'm not getting with a woman unless she got big breasts. I'm not getting with her unless she got a big booty. She got to be a dime. If all the men said that in the world, we would sound foolish and delusional. But for some reason, When sisters put out their expectations and standards, which we know is delusional, it sounds believable to other sisters because they're doing it together. Instead of saying, girl, that's not possible to get all them things that you're asking for and what you're looking for. That guy doesn't even exist, and he only exists in our brain. So a lot of times when sisters, that's why sisters, I want a man to make equal to me or higher. A lot of times, if you make $500,000 a year or $200,000 a year, it's going to be difficult to find that guy that you're talking about. But not only that, are you capable of being that woman that he needs as well too? Because if he makes just as much as you, he wants an actual woman typically.
You know what's interesting about that, right? My lady just started watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? She just started watching all seasons of it. She just kind of like going back and binge watching it, right? And I noticed when I kind of like was in bed next to her watching her watch it, I'm like, you know what's interesting? None of these women are like really extremely attractive. They all kind of like average looking. And I just thought about like the stuff that, you know, the people we say in like this space where it's like, oh, if you ain't a badass bitch, you know, a beautiful woman, that nigga don't want you. You know, niggas with a certain type of money. Now, maybe me, I want an attractive woman, but I'm just noticing, like, it's confusing me in my mind. I'm like, yo, these girls is not attractive. How are they getting these basketball players and NBA players and football players and all this type of stuff?
Because people make it more complicated than what it is. People create this, you know, this thing where it's like, oh, you need this to be with a basketball player. You need a BBL. You need big titties, and you need this. And when you actually get around them, they're just regular people. They don't even like all that stuff. Most guys with money like slim girls anyway. So like, I mean, the rappers aesthetic like the BBLs and stuff, but in reality, a lot of the stuff that they push, agendas that they push on social media is not even true, and it's not that deep. The only thing that separates a regular girl and these influencers that be around these dudes is like they have access. They know common people that send them the address to the party. That's the only thing. Like it's not that deep. Like,
can I say something that I just
of course.
My head real fast. So let's say there's a man that make 30K. Let's say I make 45K. We can merge our money together. There's always room for that for the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't make 100K, if you don't make 80K, combine the incomes and get to the bigger picture. There's not a for me, it's not a you have to make so much more as long as there's a potential to be more for both of us. I mean, we're in this together, aren't we? You know what I'm saying? If I'm working, that's what feminism paved the way for, right? For women to be able to work and the man to work, and then we bring our money together and bring it back to the house. And then we come together as a force front to work together so we can come up together. It's not about serving me and you. It's about being selfless. I'm going to serve you and have your back. You're going to serve me and have my back. We got each other's back. Nobody's cup is being unfulfilled. I mean, that's how I was taught love is about.
Man,
I like it though. Go ahead and ring it. You know, no one's cup is going to be unfulfilled. This is true.
All right, Savage, you better not be ended up a red flag by the end of this show. You doing a lot of cooking. You don't know about your red flags yet.
Save me a plate. Save me a plate.
Because you gotta save every plate. Yeah, I got but she's serving up a plate, man. Queen, what's going on?
Can we also add what Kevin Samuels said? And he said it often in his lives. Women, we have to be mindful of wanting to be with potential. We see the potential, we marry the potential, we go with the potential. It's a potential. He always said, be mindful of potential. Give potential an opportunity. But if you see potential ain't really getting where it needs to go, you have to be strong enough to, and respectful enough to yourself.
Thank you.
To share that this is not happening for both
self-love.
I love that.
It's not working for both of us, but you know what I'm saying? There's other opportunities. So I think that's part of it as well.
You know why women got to be careful? You know why women got to be careful with potential? Women got to be careful with, I'm not saying like absolutely, I think it's reasonable to pick a man with potential, but they got to be careful with potential because you're not a coach, right? I think men are the leaders. In my opinion, I think most men want a leader. He's a coach. You're not the coach. So you looking for potential, it doesn't really make that much sense because how you going to coach a man up, right? When I think, in my belief, I think that men are supposed to coach women up.
Yeah, it's true.
So that's you
Well, I
know,
coach women online, but it's not like that. Not men though.
so like relationally, like I think is
All of that. I mean, we have a lot of, and I shared this with Ali when I
Alex,
first
why
got
you keep
over
looking
here.
at me like that?
No, I'm looking at y'all like because that word potential, y'all gaslight me with the word potential. Like women love throwing the word potential on there, but when you really think about it, it's condescending. You're saying you want to get with a man that got the potential to do what? And I want to ask this: what do women have to do better when they get in a relationship? Because it's always the man has to improve, even though he's the leader. He always got to be ambitious. He always got to grow, and that's why y'all end up leaving men because of irreconcilable differences. What does a woman? What? And that's tangible. I don't want to hear nothing about no motivate this man some more, inspire him, be his gift from God, be beautiful. What should a woman do that's tangible that she has to work on as well too?
Okay, can I answer this one?
Oh, of course you can.
Okay, starting from the Bible, because I believe in God, and I think everyone else in here does. So the Bible says, when the whole thing with when Eden happened, and he ate the apple, and she ate the apple, and all that good stuff. Yeah, you guys, your punishment was to provide. Our punishment was to have children, and that's why we are where we are in life today. Now, as a man is physically more stronger, right? To go out and fend and bring home the food, the money, whatever, bring us back everything we need. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like at the end of the day, in the modern world that we are in today, women go to work, men go to work, right? That's equal. I go to work, you go to work. So if we have children, I'm supposed to give birth to a child and keep working. Now I'm doing more work than you. So all you got to do is go to work, make money. I got to go to work, make money. And then I have to have children and raise them and nurture them. Like, how is that equal? So that's why a man's main priority is to provide so that a woman can take care of the household, raise the children. And then if she can work, yes, she's going to help her man and provide also. But
Whose fault is that? So I'm gonna tell you another thing sisters do. Y'all want to do everything and complain about everything. You want to be with the kids, you want to be on your man, you want to go to work, you want to open up a business, you want to do all these things, and then y'all complain about it. Men ain't coming around here complaining about all these things.
You just said, what does a woman do? So I told you what a woman does.
Let me finish. No,
Yes,
I asked you.
Yes, Mr. Ali.
I asked you what does she need to work on. Like men always have, women are telling men they need, don't get a man with potential. The potential to do what? So, but I don't want to address that yet. What does a woman have to do better? That hasn't been answered yet, tangible wise, that she has to do better.
A woman is not better than a man. So why does she have to be better?
Whoa.
I didn't, hold on. Did I say that you're supposed to be better than a man? Or I said, what is it that you can do better for a man?
Tangible.
Why do I have to do something better for a man?
She can listen better.
A relationship is not about 50-50, and that's the problem. Stop keeping track of what a man is doing and what a woman's doing. In a relationship, in a partnership, when I fall short, you come in. When you fall short, I come in, and that's how it goes. In reality, if we're being realistic.
Hey, Ari, obviously you and Savage were not saying the same thing because you would want to be listened to what I'm saying so you can better receive what I'm saying so you can perform for the person that you with.
I'm listening. I'm just giving you my perspective.
Especially when you're coaching women to be better women for themselves and men.
Yeah.
Also.
Okay, so what did I say that was wrong then?
I didn't tell you to be. So this is what I'm saying. When men are asking women to be better women, they'll say men are projecting and men are bashing women and competing with women. I didn't tell you to be better than a man. You weren't put on earth to be better than me.
You said, what can you do better for a man?
Boy, so is that saying be better than me?
Why even frame the question that way?
Because the man framed it that way. You said,
what can you do for a man?
You said you're a phenomenal follower and you're ready to and you're a phenomenal follower in that household of yours as well too, right? You listen to your man as well too, right? So I'm asking you a logical question. Did I tell you to be better than a man, or did I tell you to do better for a man, just like you asked the man to do?
What can she do better for a man?
Hey, Ari, you said a man shouldn't be content. He needs to grow. Didn't you say that?
I didn't say a man should be content.
Yes, you did. You said men should not be content. You're the main person when you say your man needs to make $250,000. You said he doesn't need to be content. He needs to grow. Didn't you say that?
No, I said when when Savage said that, what did she say? She said a lot of women have a man who gives them everything, but they don't know what to do with it. And I said it takes time, and you have to grow when a man gives you everything.
Ari,
so you
that's
guys
not,
are missing
so
what I'm
Ari,
saying.
you
I
don't
need
want
you guys to listen. Comprehension is key.
No, I think you're struggling with listening. You're not applying that same thing
No,
that you're
I'm
saying.
listening. You guys are the one that is getting lost in
You said,
connection.
hey, Savage, you had a conversation with her directly. Didn't she say her man needs to grow?
No, we can pull it back. We can rewind. That's not what I said.
You gonna send 100 to the super chat?
It's so much being spilled out here.
How much do you want to bet that I didn't say that? I'll bet you $100 right now. I didn't say that.
You gonna super chat me that?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's rewind it right now.
Y'all have the
You guys send me
conversation.
100. If you're wrong, you guys send me 100.
Of course.
Okay.
You said you want your man needs to grow. So hold on.
I didn't say that.
Okay. Y'all go ahead and continue to keep talking, please.
Okay, so to your question, what should a woman work on more? I'm gonna speak in general. That way nobody can feel like, oh, I do this, I do that. I'm saying in general. Either you do or you don't. To who it's applicable to, right? Okay. If you have discernment like most of these women claim and you picked a good man, so we're gonna assume that he a good brother. And you went through a proper vetting process like you're supposed to, so we're gonna keep assuming he's a good brother. I'm trying to get away from the, well, he has to too. We're gonna assume he already doing those things. I really want to get away from the deflection. Now that that's out the way, we don't want to hear about him too. We're gonna address strictly just her. What a woman can do more for a man is, number one, be respectful. 2, have the ability to be taught and to learn. Number 3, keep a good attitude. Be happy and enthusiastic and supportive. Okay. Then I would assume that she would have good motherhood. That doesn't mean you have to be a mother, but also love the children and consider the children in everything you do. And then when you take everything that you're doing, make sure that you're being considerate. Be selfless. Have some type of ambition. Make sure that you're working on your flaws. Make sure that you're looking at what could be detrimental to that house and to that family, because everything you do is not all about you. It affects everything around you. Make sure that you have great communication skills. That means when something goes wrong, it should look like, hey, when you said this to me, I took it like this. When you said that to me, it made me think this, and then give room for clarity and correction, or let that person properly apologize to you so you guys can work on your communication still. Loyalty, staying put when things get hard. That means even though I feel some kind of way and I feel like I want to run away, I am not entitled. I am not more important than you, and you are not more important to me. We're going to work through this. Even though I feel like I'm angry, I'm going to express that, but I'm not going to overexpress it where everything stops because of that. Then when you're in a partnership with a man, you have to be willing to know who you're laying next to. That means don't pay him out to be no bully. Don't pay him out to try to hurt you, because he sleeps next to you every night. If anything, he loves you and he shows up for you. So when he's doing all those things and he's talking to you, you need to be correcting him and saying, hey, baby, when you said this to me, it hurt my feelings. I know what you're trying to say. I know this is what you mean, but can you change the delivery? Make room for correction, but still participate in your relationship. Don't have somebody doing everything for you and you're not making it easier, but you're running away so they can keep running after you. That's not fair. A relationship is participation.
And if you guys are having trouble, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yep,
Yes.
you good.
Okay. If you guys are having trouble keeping your man, your villain era coach, I'm right here with you. Make sure you tap in with me, and I'm gonna teach you how to keep your man, because I've been with my man for the last 5 years, and he does beyond and above for me, and I'm happy with it. And I reciprocate the love, and I can teach you how to be a high value woman. So,
well, what about what she shared so far? I think she shared some real valuable. I mean, her list was very extensive, but it was on point in my opinion. It was on point. We have to do our part and have accountability for ourselves and be in a partnership. I mean, Savage pretty much laid it all out.
Yeah. And that's what I was saying earlier about doing the inner work. You have to do the inner work within yourself. And that's simply what I was just trying to say earlier. So, I mean, we're all saying the same thing. So,
yeah. Is Ali frozen? Sorry,
that's
Ali.
what I'm not in my head. Like, are we frozen?
No, I ain't frozen. First of all, let's do this real quick. Hold on, let's.
Don't kick me out. Don't kick me out. I'm just playing around, okay?
No. Heck no. Why would we kick you? No, we having a great time. Heck no. Hold on real quick, y'all.
it's time for some super chats.
No, hey, much love. No, hey, Ari, you have a great time over here. We big boys, man. We over here. We got our big pants on, and the ladies here got tough skin as well too. All of us are strong men and women. We strong and women as a collective over here. Okay, so as well as yourself. Much love to the 307 people in the building, y'all. Make sure, please, y'all like, subscribe. Please hit the share button at the bottom of the screen. If you would like the simulcast, you could hit the simulcast button. Make sure you go follow our sister. It's right at the top right corner, but it's mostly if you're on a computer. That's going to be hard for you on the phone to do it. Make sure y'all go follow our sister Quinn. Her IG is posted. Make sure you go follow our sister Savage. Make sure y'all follow our sister Ari. Go follow our brother Mont. He making business deals while he on the live. Go follow our sister Moonlight as well too. Let's read these super chats. My brother SQ in the building with the $5 super chat. I make $30,000. I got potential to make $35,000 though. Who going to give me a chance? Good sister.
Thank you for the $5. We were all born to be untouchable.
Well, I think Savage was okay with 30K. That's in her range. So Savage, to you.
Oh my God.
My sister. You want to respond to that, Savage?
Good man is a good man, so I would say be grateful if you find one.
Ooh. Oh man, she coming with the knock. On that note, y'all, all over iTunes, Ali got a song called "A Good Man." Yeah, I'm really serious. It's called "A Good Man." Elkan Ali, "A Good Man." Since we talk about a good man, go to iTunes and purchase the song, please. That's a good man. Hey,
What a
mighty good man. Yes, he is.
For the music video, I got a few moves. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got you. My brother tells you with the $5 super chat, you need to do a show with 3 prostitutes and 1 pimp. Call it Hoes First. Oh my goodness, man. I don't know if I can go that far.
Let's keep it
PG-13. He said that's what I need. He being funny. Mont with the $5 super chat. Ali, I'm packing up Iggy Easy Bake Oven. I'm on my way up to the stage soon. Pack you up, my brother.
You all the way up, son.
And then my brother CEO with the $5 super chat. Are these women good at growing money? If not, then what he makes is irrelevant because we would be losing money. Yes, sir. Shout out to my nigga. And then my brother Eugene with the $2 super chat. The more you get, the more you want. It's crazy how women are just satisfied.
The more you get, the more I want.
My brother Cool Kid with the $2 super chat. Hit the like button and subscribe, please, y'all. Please like, subscribe, and hit the share button, please. I would definitely appreciate it. My brother Mont with the $5 super chat again. The last thing you ever want to do is blindly listen to a woman in her list of what makes her happy. It will be short-lived. So don't do what makes her happy.
Don't do it.
It's my belief that women are very and I don't know if they can agree with this or not, but they're very sporadic when they think. And I think it's a man's job to not a man's. Some men aren't good leaders. A lot of men aren't good leaders, but at least I know from my position, I come up with solutions. That's what I do, right? So even like when my woman, a lot of times it's just like, yo, she finds it difficult to come up with solutions when I'm trying to come up with a solution and she just trying to like talk about the problem, right? So like earlier, like our cleaners are coming over and she's like, oh my God, our cleaners are coming over. I gotta get the house ready for them to come over. And I'm like, yo, or I'm about to eat my food and you know, they gonna try and clean our room and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, like I'll tell them not to clean our room. I'll tell them to do that last. I'm like, give me whatever message you want me to communicate to them so that I can make sure that whatever you planned on doing, like whatever you thought that you needed to do, I'll communicate them whatever list of things that need to be communicated to them. While she was just kind of like, you know, like I'll come up with the solutions, right? So my thing here is women, you know how you feel, but knowing what you want is a solution, right? Knowing what that feeling translates to. And I think that a lot of times women, when you do what women tell you that they want, it ends up not being what they actually wanted. and then they end up resenting you, right? It's like my kids think that they want to eat sugar all day. They think that, right? They think that they want to live in a house with no adults, right? But they would come to find that they would be terrified if they didn't know that I was home for a certain period of time. Right? So that's my point with that.
So women don't know what they want, but Mott does.
I think so. I think I know what. Yeah.
What did you say, nigga?
And did y'all notice how he said? Did y'all notice how he said the cleaners are coming over? Take notes. The cleaners are coming over. Take notes.
I took that note.
Oh, so the woman shouldn't be cleaning up the house. The cleaner should be.
I'm
right?
just saying that is a good man. Like
no. What I'm saying, what I'm saying is that a good man ensures, like a real good man ensures that his woman has the leisure life. Your woman shouldn't have to be cleaning. She shouldn't be touching nothing in the house. Correct?
No,
I'm not saying that.
I'm talking to our sister, Harry.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that. Because at the end of the day, I said, even if the man does not make my ideal financial goal, I would still be with him because at the end of the day, I'm a lover girl. So, but I'm just saying, he just said that the cleaners are coming over. So that shows me, from the outside looking in, that shows me that he wants to make sure that his woman is taken care of, that she's comfortable, that she's pampered. And any man who wants to see his woman happy is a good man, period. I'm not saying it's a requirement. It's not a requirement, but the fact that he's doing it and he wants to do it and he loves his woman and he wants to do it is what makes him a good man. Because a lot of men, they don't want to do it. You have to force them to do it. And so that's the difference.
So hold on. I just get this straight. If your man don't get cleaners for you, he's not a good man.
I'm saying a man who wants to pamper his woman is a good man. It doesn't have to be cleaners. I'm just saying.
I'm just asking you. Hold on. There's two men. One gets you cleaners, the other doesn't. Are they both good men, or one is a bad man?
I'm going for the man who goes the extra mile to make sure that I'm pampered. That's all I'm saying. The man who goes the extra mile, it's what I'm gonna be with. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my God!
Okay, can I
I
don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring. Hold on, my connection is lagging. Okay,
just
what I have to say to that, the whole cleaning thing, I think it is important for a woman to clean because when are you teaching your children how to clean properly?
We're not saying it's not important. We're not saying it's not important. Now you guys are moving the goalposts. You're moving the goalposts. I did not say.
You gotta stop moving the goalposts, all right? Just leave it where it is. Every time you shift it, this happens.
I never said a woman should not clean. I said he is a good man because he goes the extra mile to spend extra money to make sure that his woman can be pampered. That's what I said. I never said a woman shouldn't clean her house. So don't come for me. Stop motherfucking playing with me. Stop putting words in my motherfucking mouth. Stop putting words in my mouth. That's not what the fuck I said.
Hold on.
Period.
Hold on. I got you.
I'm not here to act intelligent. I'm here to tell you what the fuck it is.
Hold on, Ari. If we're working on men being good men, since you exercise and make sure you showing this respect to the sister as well too.
I'm not here to paint a picture. This is who I am, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But at the end of the day, I'm tired of no Savage because you've been trying me this whole life.
Hold on, Ari.
Words in my mouth.
Savage, hold on.
My house is you clean right now.
Put no words in your mouth. You twisted words.
2,000 years later.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
It's supposed to be 1, 2, 3, not 1, 2, back to 1. Dumbass.
Candyman here.
We gonna respect each other on the show, right? Ari, you was talking about sisters and brothers and us coming together. You being a woman of tradition and heritage and culture. Is that how a woman acts like that when she got heritage and culture? Is that what we doing?
A woman should stand with
Can you answer my? I didn't ask, but she didn't disrespect you though. So why you disrespect me?
You disrespect me because by you saying, "Oh, well, woman should always clean up her house." That's not what we're talking about. And I think you have comprehension. You're lacking comprehension skills because what I said was he's a good man for going the extra mile to pamper his woman. I never said a woman should not clean her house. So stop putting words in my mouth.
Nobody put words in your mouth. What we said was that
because a lot of people they didn't graduate high school.
Let her respond. Okay, but let her respond. Listen, I don't want to mute you. Come on, you got to get together. And you a kept woman, right? Come on now, you shouldn't have that. Go ahead, Savage. Please respond. Let her respond. Let's have respect for each other now. Come on, especially the sisters. Go ahead, my sister Savage.
They having a
Okay,
moment.
I was just saying in general, I think it's important for a woman to clean her house so she can set the standard. So then when she's cleaning her home, she can teach her children how to take care of their home. Teach your kids how to properly do the dishes. Have them do things with you so you guys can bond together and they will have that memory for you. I don't want nobody else cleaning my house. This is my house. It's my job to take care of my house. And I want my kids to know it's their job to take care of their house. Can't nobody take care of my house better than me. This is where I live and lay my head. Matter of fact, I feel like my space is invaded because how dare you think you could pay somebody to take care of my house? I'm gonna wash the dishes in my house.
That's common sense. That is common sense.
Let her finish. Let her finish. No. Let her finish. No. Not yet. Let her finish. No. Let her. Ari, let her finish. Ari, let her finish. You get to respond.
You playing favorite. You playing favorite.
I'm not playing. Let her finish.
Yes, you are.
No.
Nobody else sound effects.
Get y'all. I haven't given you sound effects.
This whole thing. We're gonna talk about the whole thing.
If you go back, you got sound effects too. She ain't the only one getting sound effects. You got sound effects too. No. She gonna finish. No.
We're not talking about that.
Ari, she's not cutting you off. Ari, I hope you gotta utilize self-control. Come on.
What you mean self-control? I'm stating what I believe. What you mean? And she's over here trying to put words in my mouth. What do you mean? And you're
I don't need to translate. I don't need. I don't need. I don't need. I don't know. Not doing that.
The average person can't afford cleaners. The average person can't afford it. It's a luxury. It's a luxury to have cleaners. So obviously,
no. Let the sisters watch. Now this is sister.
But don't try to act like I'm saying women shouldn't clean their house because I never said that. I never said women shouldn't clean their house. Period.
You gonna let her respond, or you gonna demonstrate
self-control? I got plenty of self-control, but I'm gonna pop my shit when needed.
So this how ladies should conduct themselves?
I don't give a fuck. I'm not your fucking mother.
Okay, so you're not my mom. I didn't actually be my mom.
It's not my job to tell you what to do with your life, but I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do with mine.
What does that mean? You're not even making no sense.
You're not gonna sit here and try to put words in my mouth. That's what you're not gonna do.
She didn't put words in my. I don't need you. No, you're not. You want to diffuse it with the soft voice? Go ahead. The soft voice. Go ahead.
So this is what I think is happening, right? Ari, right? So I was watching the show before I came up on the show, and I think that you may have the perception that, and I can understand how somebody else could see it, that Savage has been not purposefully, but like almost just trying to disagree with you the entire time. After you make a point, she's trying to make a counterpoint that's the complete opposite. Yeah. So I saw that. Even if I don't think that that's her intention, I can see what you see, right?
Thank you.
So I'm just letting you know that if that's how you feel, I saw that, right? But it may not be her intention. But I think that if y'all had this conversation, like, and I want to get on this conversation too, because I agree more on your side, and I want to kind of make that make sense to Savage. I want to give her my point of view, but let's let Savage finish her point, and then we probably have similar points, so we'll talk to Savage.
Hold on. You saying that Savage is purposely disagreeing with her?
No, I'm saying that.
That's his opinion. Can we move on?
Hold on, please. He don't need a defense. He's a grown man. He don't need nobody to defend him.
Savage the whole time.
He don't need nobody to defend him.
Defense means you got a problem with it, and that's why I said you're biased.
No, I'm not. He said that it looks like she's.
Question him. Let's move on. Let's move forward.
Ali,
hey, hold on. Hey, Ari. I've allowed you to do that for a little bit. Please don't disrespect me on my show. I don't want to get serious. I don't want to get. I don't want to.
Almost.
When do I get to finish what I'm saying uninterrupted?
Now you get to finish.
What I was saying was, you know what? I like being able to take care of my home, and I like being able to teach my kids how to take care of their home, given the fact I do have 2 children back there. And there's nothing wrong with that. That gives me the opportunity to bond with them and teach them how to be responsible and organized. Now, because I cannot afford any cleaners and I'm not rich out my butt, that's fine. I'm going to be grateful for the house I have and take care of it because these things are valuable. You add value to your home because you can't afford all these big fancy things. So whatever you have, take care of what you have. Take care of anything you have in your house. If you don't have money for shoes like that, then take care of the one you have. If you don't have money for the big fanciest table or the big fanciest crib, then whatever you have, do whatever you can to maintain it. And then you give value with it when you give it love and you have some gratitude. I don't need to be rich out my rear end and stuff like that to appreciate somebody's hard work, to have this over my head for me to have. You took the time to give it to me. I took the time to work for it. So I'm gonna take the time to care for it. That's all I'm saying.
I understand that.
So hold on, Mont. This is the thing. What made you say that she was purposely disagreeing with her? That's the part. You said she's coming. What made you say that she's? And you said no. And you also said you would. You literally was like, I'm defending. I'm defending your point and get to the point to defend your point. What made you say
I
that?
didn't say that either.
Yes, you did.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what I said, right? And I made sure I made it clear that I'm not saying that Savage is purposefully trying to disagree with you. Savage, did you hear me say that? I don't know. Did y'all hear me say that?
No, I didn't hear. I don't.
Yeah, I made sure to make it clear that I'm not saying that.
Disagreeing with her. I'm just
No,
giving
you
my
good, Savage. You
opinion
good.
and
You
my
good. No,
statement.
Savage.
No, it's the way you try to.
Let me finish saying what I'm saying though.
No, I didn't hear what you said. I don't want to go back and forth with you, but
I got more. Hold on. I want you to understand my what I was trying to do, right? I made sure to say that I'm not putting intentions on what Savage is doing. I don't know her intentions, and I don't necessarily think her intentions were to try to purposefully disagree with her, right? But I was communicating to the other lady that if you feel that way, I can see that because I've been watching the entire show, and it just so happened to be that when she was making points, Savage just disagreed with them entirely. They had an opposite perspective as immediately after she made that. So I could tell that she was feeling like Savage had maybe being malicious. But all I was doing is saying, letting her know that, like, yo, I see what you're talking about. Not to say that that's what's happening, but I see it. And once I let her know that I see it, she felt better that people weren't. She
no,
thought
it didn't. All you did was coddle. So Mont, all you did was coddle her.
I didn't coddle her.
It is coddling because she still was going to disrespect the rest of the panelists. She just wasn't going to disrespect you because you spoke to her the way you spoke to her.
And if she continued
That's coddling.
And if she continued to disrespect people, then she got to
right. But that means you coddled. You didn't tell her the truth. You just made her feel good about what she was doing. Mont, that's the. Hey, Mont. First of all, let's do this. Right. Yeah. There's 314 people watching. I never want to feel like I'm going deliberately at you. I got a great amount of respect for Mont. Majority of Mont says I agree with, but sometimes you do this, brother, and it makes the woman feel like you enabling her and validating what she's saying. That's why she felt like you was comforting her and making her feel good about what she's doing instead of her being able to take accountability. I can almost imagine how it is in the house with her. She not taking accountability in that household. I know that. Like Mont, you think that woman's taking accountability with her man inside her household? She's supposed to be the reflection of her man, and she's on that panel behaving the way she's behaving in front of other men, which could put her man in a certain position as well too. Because if I say something crazy to her, then she says I said something crazy to her man. Now we both going back and forth over a woman who was being disrespectful to the panel. So why do you think that was the response that was warranted when she was blatantly disrespectful to Savage?
Yeah. I think that she at a certain point she got turned up because she was triggered. Right, she felt like in her head that she was being attacked by Savage this entire night. Then that's not to say that it's true, but that was her experience, right? Which is valid. That's how you feel. But I was here to say you probably didn't understand it. But what I was saying is that Savage might not be attacking you, but I understand that you feel like she's attacking you. That's what I was saying. I see what you see, but that may not be what's going on. If that makes sense.
May I?
Yeah.
Look, I don't know if she's still watching this, so I'm gonna be clear. I apologize if you feel like I was attacking your opinion or anything, but I have an opinion too. And so if I feel like something doesn't align with what I think or my morals, I'm not wrong for speaking up on my beliefs, just like you want to speak up on your beliefs. I respect how you feel. I respect what you think. I just disagree with what you're doing. I don't live my life like that, and I have every right to speak up for how I live my life, just like you're gonna speak up for how you live your life. I respect your life. It's just not how I would go about things, and that's all I was talking about. It's nothing to you personally. You're a beautiful young lady, but we're just not aligned in the way that we think, and that's fine. This is a panel for, I believe, clarity, a different understanding, perception, and I believe all is welcome. But it's no shots at you. If I disagree, I disagree, and I disagree respectfully. But it's nothing that you personally. I don't know you from a can of paint, and honestly, If I'm so unimportant to you, my opinion shouldn't matter to you.
I don't want to obey my husband. And that same woman will go to her job and her boss tells her he wants something done by Monday. She'll say, yes, sir. She goes home, the trash people say, put your trash out on Tuesday. She'll say, yes, sir. She'll go to the hospital, the doctor tells her, take these pills. She'll say, yes, sir. But the man that loves her and wants to provide and protect for her, she has a problem obeying him. That's why you're single.
It's fun to stay at the
Hey girl, you watch Ollie and the Untouchables? Nah, girl, they talk too much.
Man, this about man, they talk too much.
They talk too much. Too much for real.
They talk too much, Habibi.
They talk too much.
Y'all talk too much.
Catch the full video only on YouTube.